Can one truly grasp the enormity of human rights violations unfolding in Zimbabwe? Let us delve into the matter. In the year 2023, the United States of America cast a critical eye on the Zimbabwean government led by President Emmerson Mnangagwa. The U.S. government, in its Zimbabwe 2023 Human Rights Report, accused Mnangagwa's administration of showing a lack of political will to address the human rights abuses reportedly committed by its officials. The report laid out a series of allegations, painting a grim picture of the human rights situation in Zimbabwe. It pointed out that significant human rights cases, including reports of arbitrary or unlawful killings, extrajudicial killings, and cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment by the government, remained unaddressed. The report also highlighted the role of criminal gangs in the artisanal and small-scale mining sector, asserting that these gangs were responsible for a number of human rights abuses. However, these incidents were neither systematically investigated, nor were the culprits prosecuted. A case in point was the killing of Persuade Mandara on September 15 in Mashonaland Central Province, reportedly by the Zimbabwe Republic Police. This incident was linked to an investigation into a grain theft case, where officers allegedly broke into Mandara's home, assaulted him with burning logs, and fired gunshots. The U.S. government further alleged that throughout 2023, Zimbabwean security forces employed excessive force to apprehend, detain, and interrogate criminal suspects. It claimed that police and military officers used violent means to disperse peaceful demonstrations and disrupt informal trading, often acting in the interest of the ruling party. The report also shed light on the deplorable prison conditions in Zimbabwe, which were described as harsh and life-threatening due to overcrowding, food shortages, and a lack of water. According to the report, Zimbabwean jails are infested with lice, lack adequate blankets in the cold season, and prisoners are deprived of access to personal hygiene products, sanitary conditions, and medical care. The report went on to say that the Zimbabwean government had been arbitrarily arresting and detaining individuals, particularly those perceived as opposing the government. This included political and civil society activists, labor leaders, street vendors, and journalists. The government was accused of using these tactics as tools of intimidation and harassment against those asserting their rights. Lastly, the report accused the Zimbabwean government of violating the property rights of its citizens. It stated that despite constitutional protections, the government had frequently infringed upon these rights. In conclusion, the U.S. government's report painted a disturbing picture of the human rights situation in Zimbabwe. It accused the Mnangagwa administration of failing to address significant human rights cases, including arbitrary or unlawful killings, and of allowing criminal gangs to operate with impunity. It also highlighted the use of excessive force by security forces, deplorable prison conditions, and the violation of property rights. The question remains: will these allegations lead to any meaningful change? Only time will tell.